begin our Advent season, I'm often torn about what you're supposed to do during Advent and what people want to hear. And you just say that, well, what do you mean by that? Well, in our church training, in our Emmanuel College training, it says, let Advent take place first, before you get to Christmas. Well, that's a few years ago since I went to Manger College. And one of the things I keep hearing is people want to hear the story sooner. People want to hear the story sooner. They want to hear the songs of the season, meaning not just Jingle Bells and I'm Dreaming of the White Christmas or Santa Claus is Coming to Town, those ones. But the songs of Jesus' birth. Why is that? Because we don't hear them enough. We don't hear them enough. Last evening we went to Santa Claus Parade. I did not hear Away in a Manger by any of the 12 bands that played. I did not hear any songs like Angels from the Realms of Glory or any other angel songs. Santa Claus is coming to do. Yes, we know he was down the street in the parade. But what I did see was amazing. There was at least 3 floats. We don't know whose church or what group we put together. The nativity scene was present. And I thought that was kind of cool, because this is the city of Manger, a multicultural, multi-ethnic, all different kind of background, and the streets were filled with people. What is it that we're looking for? We think about it. American Thanksgiving, Red Thursday, Black Friday, Sleep In Saturday, and here we are today. That's just like your little calendar in a nutshell, isn't it? At least commercialism says that when it begins. We're ready. We're ready to begin the countdown to Christmas. Or are we? It seems hardly possible that we just took off our poppies and now we're putting on our holiday cheer as we prepare to greet people with blessings of the season, including saying Merry Christmas. The busyness of the day on Thursday and Black Friday, I don't like it, but it was busy, just doing your regular shopping. But the busyness was there. Did I hear Merry Christmas? When I spoke it, yeah. But we're here today, gathered together on this first Sunday of Advent and experiencing something different. Not just waiting, but truly taking the time to reflect on what this season, that is, the season where you can get a t-shirt where it says the most wonderful time of the year on it. I thought that was a Staples promotion for September. You know, when the kids go back to school? Remember that a few years ago? But what is it, the most wonderful time of the year? What makes it so wonderful? Well, when we think about it, yesterday we gathered and put up the Christmas decorations. We were only here for about an hour because some of them were been done the day before. It was fun. It was figuring out what do we like about poinsettias? What do we like about Christmas ornaments that, it was a funny story, because we got them out on Friday and poor Eleanor couldn't find them. Efficient Kathy had put them by the tree. Where else would you use them, right? Back in the cupboard, that's where they should have been. But that's part of the fun. That's part of the church family working together. Because no doubt when you go to put your Christmas tree up or your decorations up, if you haven't done so already, there will be times of laughter. There will be times, are we really putting that up this year? And you know, it's that tone, the tone makes a difference. I get told about the tone a lot. But some of us have put up Christmas decorations, or will begin to think about it. There's something to be done together. But what do you think? You don't have to do it all today. Just because the calendar and you've got a new month beginning, it doesn't all have to be done today. This is what this waiting time is all about. You can't make all your 20,000 cookies and put them in the freezer. They just won't fit. Take time. Eat a few or many. Enjoy your time. But whatever your plan has been or will be about Christmas decorations, one of the things I do hope is that you have at least one depiction of a nativity scene. I don't know, but in my ministry years in the past, I don't know, people would give me small gifts at different times. I have angels galore in my house. house, and I have many different versions of the nativity scene. In plastic, in resin, in fluffy animals, all different ways you can think of the nativity scene. I have several of those, but many of them hang on the tree. And one of the things I like about these nativity scenes, because every artist, whatever medium, has a different understanding and interpretation of what that scene is all about. When you look at those scenes, looking back at one picture, like one nice, yeah, you look at this, very simple. It looks like popsicle sticks and just a scene that's in back, just like the one in the back of the church. A very simple structure. But it gets the message. As soon as you look at it, you know, well, that's a nativity scene. But how do we know? How do we understand that picture for ourselves? There's a barn, two parents, a baby, not in a bassinet, all fluffy bassinet. There's a feed trough, a place where animals are hanging around, and a manger often is where the baby is placed, unless the baby's in the mother's arms. A manger. Now we go to the next picture. The manger. Now often you wouldn't see a picture like this where the baby's by himself sitting there, or laying there, with the animals staring at him. Because I think Mary would be very concerned about having the lamb staring at him. But when you look at this manger scenes, or any kinds of scenes, what are you looking at? What's not there? As we grow older, we can probably recite the words of Luke 2 very easily. Because we'll know, and that's what Christmas is about. What do you really see? That scene doesn't normally take place. The barn scene, the baby in a manger, doesn't normally take place. As much as we call ourselves cultured and progressive, Mary and Joseph were not raised in barns, but in loving homes. They did not plan to have the scene of Jesus' birth be a barn with animals peeking over their shoulders, wondering what's going on. No doubt Mary wanted to be at home. She was young. She probably wanted to be at home close by to her mother and her female relatives and friends as she gave birth to her first child. But no, that wasn't the situation. She was in a different town with the man who would become her husband. Really didn't know very well. He was a lot older. And the ones who were there while she gave birth, strangers. Most likely there's an innkeeper and maybe a helper, or his wife and family. We don't know. And who are the first visitors after those people? Shepherds, more strangers. What is it that we look at when we look at that scene? It's not pretty and quaint or cozy like a mountain cabin with a fireplace blazing as lizards whirl all around it. It's a barn out back behind the inn, probably not very clean. The inn is full, the barn would be full with all the animals used for transportation. There's probably mice and spider webs everywhere, birds flying in and out and doing their business as well, and a human baby. But if we look in that manger, what do we see? A baby. This scene we often put out on display or hang on a bough of the tree might cause us to be angry, bewildered, or confused, or even a little bit on the content side. Well, that's the way it was supposed to be. And then we read the words as we sung them today. To God I lift my soul in praise. In God my Savior I rejoice. Those are the words of Mary before she knew where she's going to deliver her baby. What did Gabriel, the angel, tell her? She was becoming pregnant by the Holy Spirit. She didn't understand how that was really going to happen, but she humbly spoke. Probably a little bit out of fear, out of humility, out of wonder. Well, if that's my task, okay. I am the servant of the Lord. Let it be with me according to your word. Because when we look at this scene, the discussion between Mary and the angel Gabriel, we don't know where exactly it took place. She could have been out in the street as shown here, or other images of this particular scene could have been in her home late at night, early morning, wherever she was doing her regular tasks. We don't know. But she probably stopped and prayed, humbling herself before God. And what did we respond? Why would they choose Mary? She's just a young woman. She's got her whole life ahead of her. Why would she want to become the mother of Christ Jesus, the one born to become the Christ? Why did God want this young woman to carry and birth Jesus? What kind of reputation was he putting on this young, faithful woman? And the basic question is, why did Jesus just come as a man? Already grown up? He knew the world. He's God. He knew what was going on. Why have a baby born in a barn? Or even the contrast of that, when you think about kings and queens and children of all those royal members, they receive some kind of dignity. Not Jesus. What would the world's leaders, or even the leaders of the local community, think about a baby that's destined to become a king and yet born in a barn? These are the questions that people are wondering about. Well, why? Why do we bother preparing for Christ's birth? Because we have received the real gift of Christmas, wrapped up in that manger. And who was he? Jesus, lying in manger. As we begin this Advent season, we must remember those intangible gifts that came to earth when Jesus was born. Those intangible gifts that we will light on the Advent candle. The one thing that we recognize already today and hung on the Christmas tree. Hope. Hope is lying in that manger. Because Mary had hoped to have a baby at home amongst family. But the first visitors who saw the baby, their hope was fulfilled in being able to say, we have seen the Messiah. And what did they do? They left the manger scene, that nativity scene, that one filled with all folklore and all different ways of artisan reproduction in different ways. They left that place and ran and told people what they had seen. Had these shepherds hoped for something more? Were they afraid to visit Mary and Joseph? No, because the messages of God told, go. You need to go look. Go look and see what's lying in the manger. They knew what a manger was. They knew they would be welcomed. They had hope and left their animals untended and went. They had hope that whoever they saw lying in a manger was going to change their lives. Well, what do you see lying in a manger? When you go to put up your decorations and you look at the nativity scenes, whatever format you have in your home, look at that image. What does that baby in the manger represent to you? We know Jesus' life story. We've grown up in faith through the years and heard it at least once a year. The story of Jesus' nativity. But we don't stop the story there. We listen to the passion story of Jesus Christ in spring every year because we have hope. Life. And we look at the world from a different perspective than out of first century Bethlehem. We see things differently. And what we see is this. God made a promise to send his Son to be their Savior. The Son of God is also the Son of all humanity, and there was no room for God in the world that he had made. That's a scary thought. There was no room in the world that God had made for the Son of God to be born. Only a makeshift bed. The infant Jesus. And he needed a place to sleep. But when we look at that image, whatever image we have of Jesus lying in the manger, we look at the face of hope. Hope for all the world to see and experience. And what's amazing is, of course, we're still looking at that image, that nativity scene, over 2,000 years later. If Jesus was born and had not made a difference in anyone's life, we wouldn't be here. We would not be here to pass on the story. And when we look at what is it that we need today? Hope. When we hear the United Nations Foundation's organizations voicing their concerns over the key issues facing the world from December 2019 going into 2020, we know the world needs hope more than ever. Climate change, sustainable development, ending poverty, financing the future are all key problems right now. The effectiveness of UN negotiations and talks being discussed, not only at the UN, but being adopted by international assemblies or parliaments, is detrimental for hope for the entire world. Human rights and gender equality are key stumbling blocks in the humanitarian crisis of immigration and conflict and hunger are all key problems today. And what is it that can combat all of these? Hope. And where by faith may we find it? Lying in a manger. God of the Trinity, Father, Son, and Spirit, Creator, Christ, and Spirit, is the one who heard the cries of the people throughout the centuries. And it is God who inspired the prophets to write about the one who is, the was to come. But many didn't believe Jesus to be the Messiah. And so in order to fulfill his promise to care for all people, Jesus came to die and rise again. In that little community of Bethlehem, there was no place for a very pregnant woman and her husband to stay, but in a barn out behind an inn. And so when Jesus was born, the world was decidedly hostile, not in the case of wanting to rid the world of this child, but later on, once those in leadership and power realized who he really was.